the empty space between my ears. My fossil scooper. Ooh, there we go. That. Hey, hon. Found something cool. Oh man, look at that. He's a little broke up. Yeah, you find them a lot this way. Finding them whole in perfect shape is unusual. That is another Mako, but kind of a different color, isn't it? Pretty sweet. Yeah. Tried here next to this down tree where we saw some gravel along the bank, and sometimes that stirs everything up and gets the stuff to drop out of the kern as it's scooting by here. Bunch of pieces of bone. That's probably a piece of a turtle, like a tortoise. Not very distinct, but pretty cool. Look.
Look at that.
Another Mako. Broken, kind of right here. This is where you were looking at the gravel over there. We pulled the canoe up. Right here.
On
and
top?
There's, let's see, chunks of bone. I was just going to show using my shovel. I thought I'd try it out. This is a piece of, this is the inside of a bone. The outside has been totally destroyed. But let's see, we got a tooth, we got bone. Anything else in here? You got something to dig with? Oh, you do. You got the scooper. Shark tooth sifter. Well, that's pretty decent.
Yes, it is.
Let's see what else we can find. I just scooped right down here. Right there. And that was right there. Cool beans.
Okay, so let's video me.
Are you doing it in the same spot? I just scooped. I scooped way out there. Alright, we'll do that. Come up with the mastodon tooth that barely fits in there. So massive. Build up. Don't put too much in there, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see what you got. This is a shark tooth sifter that we were talking about before. I think she's got some big clouds of dirt. While she's doing this, I'll show you my shovel. Let's dump all this stuff out. This is a homemade jobby, and you're right, this is what people use to clean out their stalls. Scooping manure. Actually, it's called a green shovel. And I have taken it down the side, and I cut it and bent that end piece up and stuck a rivet in there. And I drilled it full of holes to be able to sift it. Now the first one I made got a lot of cracks in it. I had a lot more holes in it, especially down here. And that's where the cracking started, and then it ran up through there. So I didn't put as many holes down there this time. But it makes it a little more work to sift because there's not as many holes. But you can see this is just your regular old scoop from the hardware store. Like I said, most people get them to clean out their stalls. And actually for shoveling grain, which I did when I was a younger guy out in Montana. Used to shovel grain over to the auger. And that's actually what they were designed for. But it's made of aluminum. And it's pretty easy to drill it. And when you drill it, then you take a bigger drill and get rid of all the burrs from the first holes you drilled. With the second bit, bigger than the first, then you just touch it on each side and get rid of all the extra little squirrely things you might cut yourself on. And not really super hard. just kind of put that on an angle like a hoe would be. You know, that kind of angle that a hoe would be on. And I have found some pretty cool things in that. Now you got to have some back strength for this deal, but that's the deal. Throw a bunch of holes in the scoop and bend the end. From the Mind Dusty Enterprises, home of the double spoon. That's right. I've been using these for about, I guess about 5 years now. Done pretty good. Found my saber cat tooth with one of these. The one that is now broke. But that was pretty dang cool. And I'm taking it that Kathy is not finding something really cool here while I'm talking. You finding any bone at all?
I think this is bone.
Oh yeah, that's a chunk of bone. That is of a very big critter. See, when it's got shadow on it, the thing won't pick it up. Yeah, you gotta get it washed off. You gotta let the sun shine. That is a big critter, like mammoth, mastodon.
Sloth.
Yeah, sloth leg. Sloths were really tall, like 10 foot. Maybe even taller than that. There was things, giant beavers. There was all kinds of crazy big critters. Rhinos, woolly rhinos. Yeah, good collection of bone there. Yeah, this is promising. When you find chunks like that as you're sifting, you can expect to find other things that big, like that shark's tooth. And then this, smaller stuff, you usually find smaller things in. And, we'll give it a whirl a little bit longer. I'll get back to you when Kathy makes the big discovery. And we'll put that on video. Alrighty. Show you the scooper in action. And like I said, this one does take a little bit more muscle. Ooh, 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 ooh. What's that? What is that? That is another kind of glyptodont scoot. The guys that were about, look like an armadillo, but they were about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. I think I hear a sandhill crane going by. I don't see him, no. That is pretty cool. Maybe up on the back or something. I'll have to look in the book to see where those were. Got a little spike sticking out of it. Part of the tail, maybe? Huh. Have to look that up. That's pretty dang cool. Usually they got that little Japanese sunrise looking deal going on. And off their flag. And this one just has a big old spike. What else we got in here? What else we got in here? Oh, this aluminum shovel is nice too, because you can see in here better than average bear. If it was black or something, it'd be a lot harder to see those things in there. And what we got here? A piece of bone. That's how you tell if it's a fossil. Because that is a fossil stick. We have a friend that really has a whole collection of these. He's found so much stuff in his lifetime that he's now trying to amass a collection of sticks. That's kind of cool. I know, it's just a twig. But it's a fossil twig. I don't know. Well, you got to be into it to get excited about a fossil twig. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is the other guy. This is an armadillo, actual armadillo, but he was big. Now we're talking hundreds of pounds, which is way bigger than the ones we got now. Not as big as a glyptodont, but that is a scoot off of a giant armadillo. Right, Danko? Yeah, that's a good scoot. What else we got in here? What else we got in here? Better not show Kathy this stuff. She took a couple scoops and off she went. She gets kind of perturbed at me some days. Can't blame her, I guess. She has her days too. She found a great white the other day. Pretty cool. It's actually harder to find a great white than a meg. Alright. Let's dope that out. See if we can get out here. Alright. Put this way here. What happens is the stuff falls through the holes in the bottom. Ooh, there's already something out there. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Treasure there. What we got? Ooh, I might have bit off more than I could chew there. But look at that. Popped right up there. Sometimes the big things just pop right up. I'm guessing that's some sort of dolphin. It's kind of got an odd shape to it, though. Might have to look that up. I'm quite positive about that. That's a cool little vertebra. Look at that. What critter that was. Why, that's a little indented for a dolphin critter. But we can look it up. That's my best guess so far. Cool. Been trying fishing a couple times a day, and it was a cold night in the 40s. And the fish down here just get lockjaw when that happens. Hoping that the sunshine will bring out some, get them active. Seen the gators coming up. The gators kind of hang out on the bottom when it's like this. They've been starting to appear, so maybe the fish will bite. Everything in Florida does not like cold, or what we consider nice. I consider this a beautiful day. But not Florida. There's people out there this morning with beanie hats on like it was freezing out. Hoods up. Oh, I don't really see much for little shark's teeth either. I didn't get that very sifted, did I? I got something good out of that. This is actually too much stuff. There could be something little and really cool in there. I found a little vertebra off a shark a couple days ago, and that sucker was so tiny, I'm surprised I ever even noticed it. Sometimes the tiny stuff is just as cool, because that is the tiniest shark vertebra we ever found. And some of them were really tiny. Of course, they had babies just like everybody else. Alright, that's pretty cool. Got a bird out of that. So, but next time I should scoop a little less. But I'm having a little trouble doing this one. Maybe if I do one-handed, I'd get Kathy to help me, but she's a little perturbed at me right now because I've been finding stuff. That's just how it goes. Fishing's like that. I don't know if you've ever been in a boat with somebody and they're catching them and you just can't seem to hook up. No matter what they do, they catch something. Alright, we'll give this a whirl again. Shut it off again. What do we got? Alright, that's a workout with one arm. What's that square thing there? What that is. This is who knows what. That's a part of somebody. Feels kind of rough though. Sometimes you find stuff called crab tunnels. That might be one. Set that aside. And this is a bone. Look at that. That's a big chunk of somebody. Chunk of bone with stuff stuck to the other side of it. That's been a chunk of bone a long time. Is that one of those scoots? Well, it might be an armadillo scoot. With stuff stuck to it. Huh. Kinda cool. Alright, set that aside. This is a mystery. Another chunk of bone that we do not know what it is. It's a bunch of chunk of stuff. Let's see this guy. Yeah, I'm in trouble. What we got here? That is another. That's not a mako. What is that? Oh, dang. I think that's another great white. Kathy found one a couple of days ago. And I just found one. I don't think I'm going to tell her about that just yet. Because that was a pretty special find. And I think his serrations are just kind of worn down from being in the creek. Yeah, I can feel the serrations on the side. That's a great white. That is a rarity for us, folks. Yeah, I know. We found one in the other video, too. But it is actually rare for us to find great whites in this locale. I think this was an area where there was young megalodons hanging out, whether they were being born here or just hiding here till they got big enough that they didn't get eaten by their parents. And at that point in time, these guys were still makos until a certain point. And then so we just find very few of the great whites in this area. Other people do in a different time period. Cold beans. Let's see what else we got. My pocket is getting heavy. My pocket is getting heavy. Let's go back to fishing before I end up in divorce court. Maybe my fish woke up by now. Oh, what's this? What's this? This is also a shark's tooth. And I'm thinking that's a bull shark. Or is that just worn down? No, that is a bull shark. A bull shark. Still around these days. Cold beans. Oh, is that another shark's tooth? I want to see if I get Kathy back up here again. I don't know if she'll come back up. She won't find much. Sometimes I think when you don't think you're going to find something, you don't see it in the pan. Look at that. 2 shark's teeth. 3. Guess I got that other one too. So it pays to take your time going through these things. Now, if you don't care about that little stuff, then it don't matter much. But if you're into that stuff, and when you first start out, it's cool. It's cool. We brought back probably 5,000 of them things last year. Kathy had collected to give away to kids, actually. She wasn't just hogging them. But that ended, so we brought them back, threw them all back in the creek, because you don't find as many of these as you used to, like 15 years ago. Pretty cool. Well, we'll put these on the table to show people. And once I get enough on the table to show people, I'll just chuck them all back. So, cool beans. Hey, we're doing alright. With the Dusty Enterprises fossil scooper. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Rig job, yeah, shovel. Yeah. That's what these are for, manure scooping. Oh, I heard you, There we go. Alright, sift it up. She's using the shark tooth sifter. Called her up here because I've been finding some cool stuff. And now she's bringing it up on top here. See what you can find. Good spot under this tree where stuff has collected.
Oh! Oh, look!
Holy crap. We got to get it in the sun. Okay, let me put it on my hand here. Oh, that's ear bone, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's one of the two parts of a dolphin ear bone.
Ear bone. We went for a whole month down here last year before we headed out to Texas to get some ammonites. And we did not find a single one of these. This is a dolphin ear bone, or part of it. There'd be another piece off of that that looked like a whale ear bone, only it was a lot smaller. And whales also had these, and they're a lot bigger. That is a dolphin ear bone, and by the fact we only found none in a month last year, that is an awesome find. Best find of the day there.
Yeah.
Cold beans. Anything else? Yeah, I don't see much else.
I don't see.
That is a cool deal. Cold beans. Alright, now I'm out of the doghouse. She found the best thing. It always helps, like when I fish with my son and he catches the biggest fish. And I'm off the hook.
Well, I don't see anything else.
No, you're cool.
Okay.
Okay, folks, I've been scrounging around in the deep water. Here along the creek, I spotted these white things underneath, and these are whelk shells and different kind. This is a piece of a coral reef, fossilized. These are all fossils, and pretty dang cool. So, cool finds. We've had a great day here on the Peace River. Alright, Kathy's been off on her own little mission along the shore. And she's got some stuff here she wants to show us.
I'm pretty sure this is a vertebrate.
Ooh, that's part of a whale vert. Oh, you got to put it in the sun, sweetie. Right there. Let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, that's maybe half of one. A whale vertebra. And there went a glyptodont scooting down the hill.
I don't know what that is, but it looked cool.
That
so
is cool looking
grab
bone.
it.
That's off of some big critter. You got a couple big critter pieces.
There's another glyptodont. The design
You
part.
got to put it in the sun. There we go. Glyptodont.
And this is a
Keystone.
keystone of a...
That's a better one than we found the other
So
day.
far.
That's the backbone of a turtle. Right along the back.
It's not in the best of shape, but this is a
Horse
tooth.
tooth.
Horse
Gold beans, gold beans. Oh, the big one.
Yeah.
It's a hefty one.
And this is either the whole thing or part of a gator
Go put them down where I can see them. My gloves are too dark.
vertebra.
Yeah, gator vert. Yeah, she found one the other day. I don't think we got it on video.
That's a bigger
Gator
one.
vertebra.
Nicer
Turtle.
piece of turtle.
Piece of turtle shell.
And now I'm sure this is fossil.
That's the big guy.
Full of
What's the other side
holes.
look like? Oh yeah, that's solid on one side. Might be part of his head, like a mammoth or mastodon or
Right.
something.
That's their
Might
head
be
is
their
supposed to be
head
full of
all full
holes.
of honeycombed to make it a little lighter. Turn that up so the sun gets it. There we are.
And then that,
And another vert. A dolphin maybe. Oh, nice little group.
wait a minute, I'm not done.
Good job. Not done.
Not done.
There, she's putting a whoop on me now.
Oh,
Get all this stuff.
I found
Shell, oyster shell.
I think this is antler. It's got a
Antler.
hole on either
Oh,
side.
a deer antler.
Deer
yeah,
antler.
yeah, we'll show it on the side. On the side.
I don't know how to. What do you mean?
Give me that.
Okay.
This is a deer antler. You can see the little grooves in it like a deer antler would have, and this is just a piece of it as it got busted off. And I'm shaking like a leaf still. I'll
Oh,
put that down. Deer antler, turtle, whale, probably mammoth or mastodon, oyster, gator.
I think that's another horse tooth busted.
Ooh, wait a minute. No, that's got the thing in the middle. That's a bison. That's a bison tooth. You're just missing the other side of it. You've got the piece in the middle. And there's supposed to be a piece on the other side. That's half of a bison tooth. And a bison. Got anything else there?
Yep. Got an oyster.
Oyster?
Instead of a clam?
I don't know. That just looks like a turd.
Not sure about that one.
I just got to look about that.
Now, I think this is something, but I don't know what. It's got a little groove.
You got to put it under the camera. You're just showing it to me.
See, it's got a little groove there.
You're blocking the thing. You're blocking the light.
The other side comes to a point.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like a hoof, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's well, maybe a turtle. Yeah, maybe it's a pond with the end. Maybe it is like a tortoise. Tortoise foot. You got the whole gang going on there. Look at that.
Oh,
sweet. That's a good way to finish the day, eh?
Oh, I'm going back.
All right. Cool.
Now I'm going to take my sifter with me.
It's getting serious now. Sifter's coming with cold beans.
Oh, look what you have.
Yeah, I found some shell stuff.
That is super cool.
We'll flip it over.
Oh my
Yeah, I already videoed it, so it's pretty cool. That is really good shape in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, found some shells. I already showed everybody those. Yeah, we've been having a time. Made the most of the day. Alrighty. A little fishing on this here fishing show. It's easy to get distracted. It's down here. See if anybody woke up yet. Really cold this morning for Florida, 40s. And they really don't care for that down here. I mean, it gets them a little bit of shock. And alrighty. Wind stopped blowing, so we won't get over that wind noise. Kathy got it clipped it on.